in Kampala, and we are gathering thoughts of people who are within the central region, and that's a very crucial dynamic. Within our midst, we have been joined by who will be the chief guest of the awarding ceremony, and that is the Director of Economic Regulation, Content, and Consumer Affairs at the Uganda Communications Commission. That is Mrs. Julius Mweheire. I'd like Julian. Oh, I'm extremely sorry. I did not pronounce the N. Mrs. Julian Mweheire, I would like to kindly request you to stand up, and when they clap for you, could we welcome our chief guest for the awarding ceremony? Thank you so much for the kind correction. Now, what we're going to do are the public speaking finals. So, before you came, our very dear chief guest, we engaged in a number of what we call preliminary rounds of public speaking, and we are now at the final stage. To everyone who took part, thank you. Thank you for trying. It's always good to try. I mean, what is the worst that can happen? So you always have to try, and that is the point. So I'm going to read the bios of the judges that will be doing the final. I'm going to start with the chief adjudicator. So the chief adjudicator is Harold Sewanonda. They are the project manager of Paragon Rhetorica at Debate Institute Africa. Paragon Rhetorica is a premier public speaking program that is incubating public speaking spaces within Africa, and he has an itinerary of so many achievements over the years in public speaking, and he has been chief adjudicator at the Kampala Debate Open, the SMAC Debate Sevens, USSDC 24, the iNight Debate Open, the Easter Speech Hub, the Kampala Metropolitan NSDC Trials 2024. There are quite many. It's quite a list. The bottom line is that you are in safe hands, and they were the chief adjudicator of this very event. They're also a trained lawyer, so to be frank, you're in the safest hands, right? Is the best we have at the moment. Let's come to the second. Could you stand up and they see you, please, Harold? Yeah, thank you so much. The second is called Letitia Amoya. Letitia Amoya is a captain of the Paragons. The Paragons are Uganda's team, the World Individual Public Speaking Championship. That's like the World Cup of public speaking. She has a great deal of awards on her shoulder, and I trust you saw her in the rounds and how much she was able to do and the feedback she gave you. She gave a very good master's speech in Ginger. Just go to our YouTube channel. You'll see her very, very powerful speech there. Letitia, kindly, would you love to stand, and people don't want to welcome the captain of the Paragons, she will be a judge as well. Now, the next judge is Derek Masete. Derek Masete has just graduated from the DIA Speech and Judges Fellowship and was a panelist, that's a judge of the final of the 60th House of Lords. Derek, would you like to stand up and they clap for you? All right. The next person I'm going to read has built the technology that is supporting this tournament. They are an engineer and have been here reading your results. They are a tech genius. When you went to registration desk, you realized we were not requiring you to write, right? Yes, they have built a technology system that gets your information, integrates it into different rooms. In short, they have built the Ugandan Calico tab. Very soon, we shall be launching that very tab, even for debate tournaments. And I just want to indicate that Jordan is a software engineer working with Agitech Systems. He's the developer of Rito Tab. Rito Tab, Africa's premier automated public speech tabulation system that has been used at Paragon Rhetorica, Speech Paragons Trials, the Pan-African University Debate Championship, the East African Public Speaking Championship, and is currently the technology that is supporting the platform of the UCC Debate Series public speaking track. Jordan, would you kindly smile at people and I see the brain behind this good work? You people, you clap for, do you know what it means to build a system? It takes quite a lot. We're proud. I'm going to lease this microphone to the panel.
Samba Henry. It is an honor to be in front of you all, being proud that I am now appointed a digital officer. Today, I would like to recognize the presence of Dr. Kathy Basaza, Charity Basaza Mulenga, for giving me this opportunity and for all of you out there that have supported me in this fight. I have a vision that in the next 10 years, we will have a world, a Uganda, that is not only strong digital-wise, but also being a leading country towards development of the digital world. Now, I have a few priorities that I would like to inform you all about. One is digital literacy, as I will be working hand in hand with all the people to ensure that there is disinformation, deterioration. As I will be having podcasts, we will be having mass sensitive very wisely. I also look forward to individual dependence, as when people get these skills, they will be able to have their own jobs, work online, and not only get money, but also help others to learn and acquire these skills for an economic growth in this country. I'll also regulate media safety, working hand in you with you people that have put me in this place. We shall ensure that there is no more inappropriate information spread. There will be no more propaganda as people are doing right now. We will make this place a free place for all. Online safety will be made for all. Being a person who has formerly had challenges coming up, knowing how to use digital devices, I wouldn't want all of you to go through this. But knowing that I have people behind my back, we will work together and thrive to bring ourselves up. Do not be left down, ladies and gentlemen, for I am here to save you. I am here to be with you and help you, to guide you. For this, I thank you all.
Tanisha. Good afternoon, Madam Chairperson, Dr. Clarity Masaza, members of the UCC board, colleagues, distinguished guests, and above all, you, the young people. Not long ago, I met a student in the rural schools who was learning to code using a borrowed phone or a smartphone and for free internet. In the meantime, after only a few days later, the device was hacked, their connection was lost just like that. This digital dream paused, not because of ability, but because of the access and the safety. My vision as the director is very simple: to create a Uganda where young people can access the internet, stay safe online, and use technology to shape their future. Firstly, we will extend free and secure Wi-Fi to schools and the young centers and the young people to enable them receive that internet access, not to yearn and not to look anywhere, but to also get the kind of benefit that others get. Every child from Kampala to Karamoja deserves a fair chance to connect and to learn. Secondly, we will launch youth cyber awareness program to train students on how to protect themselves from scammers, disinformation, and not only that, also online threats. Our youths won't just be users of the internet, but they will be defenders of the digital world. We will work with the platforms to regulate harmful content by silencing youth voices, but by promoting responsible use and uplifting the youth themselves. In this, Dr. Mulenga, fellow citizens and students, this isn't for me as a person or as a director, but it is to empower the youth and the young people of Uganda, because the digital world is for us and we have to promote it. Thank you so much. Martha Sylvia Miranda.
Good afternoon to you all. Standing before you is the first ever UCC Director of Digital Innovation, and I'm happy to be announcing my inauguration in my hometown of Kampala. With the presence of the board chair, Dr. Charity Basaza rather, whereby I ironically attended the St. Augustine's International University, which she's an academic administrator of. So I am highly honored to be standing here today. I have a prepared speech here enlightening you on my vision as I go into office. But if this is my vision, I'm not about to read to you a prepared speech. Today, I'm going to go a little bit personal into it, and I'm going to read to you a letter that I wrote to my deceased brother. It goes something like this. Dear Samson, we made it. Well, I made it. You inspired my vision to become Uganda's youth, to empower Uganda's youth to become responsible digital citizens, equipping them with knowledge and skills. Through regulation, education, and collaboration, we will create a future where every Ugandan child can harness technology while being protected. I remember what happened to you, Samson. It still gives me sleepless nights, and once in a while, mother still goes to bed crying at night. The cyberbullying that you face, the body imagery that you face, all of this that happened to you online, I will make sure that in my reign, such a thing will never happen to another Ugandan child. All of those unhealthy interactions, all at the age of 17. It took me 10 years, but Samson, here I am standing with you at the core of my vision. My reign will protect the youth from harm, promote positive online behavior, and support mental health well-being, one that you lacked. I do not want any other youth to go through that. I will regulate content and platforms and educate and empower users to collaborate with social media platforms that took you away from me. An impact will be made within Uganda from reduced risks and harm to increased online confidence and enhanced digital citizenships. See, you are the inspiration for my vision, and I will not go down until I see it come to light. The loss of your life is going to build the millions of others nationwide. Ladies and gentlemen, this letter speaks for itself. This letter gives you the impact, the vision, and how I am going to do it all as I stand into my new office today. Coming from a word of pain, I promise to lead you all towards success. Maybe I didn't come up here and give you a speech like Nelson Mandela telling you I have a dream, but I have a vision. And with that, I want to thank you all for appointing me. Thank you very much.
My name is Nasali Ruby. Honorable Dr. Charity Basaza Mulenga, Board Chair of UCC, distinguished guests, and indeed the very creators of Uganda's digital destiny. Good afternoon to you all. My name is Nasali Ruby, and I'm here to simply say thank you for entrusting me with this immense and deeply humbling responsibility. You've handed me the keys to Uganda's digital future, and with a knowing smile said, no pressure at all, just boundless opportunity and a masterpiece waiting for your perfection. You know, the internet has everything, the truth that can set people free, the lies that can bind us, and incredible opportunities that beacon like brilliant stars.
but there are dangers that hide in the shadows. How do we tell the difference? How do we truly thrive in this digital ocean? Today, I want to share with you my vision for a digital innovation at UCC, a vision that beats with the rhythm of our nation's heartbeat. Specifically, I want to outline how we're going to confront and conquer what I believe is the most digital and critical yet often unseen challenge: disinformation. This is a battle for the minds and the hearts of our youth, and we will win it. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, why not prioritize free Wi-Fi expansion in every school, or perhaps focus on straightening regulation of social media platforms? These are undeniably viable. However, my vision, my dream is for a Uganda where every young person is not just connected, but truly empowered with what I call digital immunity. They can spot fake designer handbags at Owino Market, yes, but this will now give them the ability to spot fake news. We will prioritize a nationwide initiative to train the youth to fight disinformation. We'll conduct engaging and transformative workshops in universities, schools, and colleges. It's a beautiful transformative synergy. Dr. Mulenga, by focusing our energy, our passion on training our youth to fight disinformation, we address broader connectivity and safety concerns. Our goal is big, yes, but profoundly and graciously achievable. The youth of Uganda, wherever you are, hear me now. This is not just a moment, it's our moment, it's your moment. We should be the pioneers who chart a course for a brighter and more sustainable future. Together, we are going to build a Uganda where truth travels faster than lies, where knowledge triumphs over ignorance, where innovation flourishes. The future is beautiful, and the future, my fellow Ugandans, is undeniably magnificently Ugandan.
My name is Nakawesa Amira Kwagala, a student at Kakungulu Memorial School. Shout out to my mother and my dear sisters and brothers. Esteemed guests, Dr. Charity Basaza, the UCC's board chair, judges, orators, UCC officials, patrons, and the students, I greet you all. At the beginning of June this year, I went home because I had a toothache. I went home to get my tooth removed. When I went home, my mother received a call from my sister, and my sister invited me to attend her graduation. When I came for this graduation, I asked her what was it about. She told me she had done a refactory course on web page development. When I came here, the venue was UICT Innovation Center. When I walked up into this room, I sat at the back. As she walked up here, and she was congratulated as she graduated. When she finished, I came up and asked the judges. I came up and asked the people, the organizers. I asked them, can you please organize debates and speech tournaments to also engage the secondary students in the schools, to also help them, like make a technology-based debate and public speaking tournament? They laughed. I walked away. I was like, no problem. Today, I am part of UCC as its as its Director of Digital Innovation. I'm sorry for the emotion, but I was not very well prepared for this. But I thank you so much for the opportunity that you have given me, and I will treasure it wonderfully, and I will use it very well. My vision is to lead the dynamic drivers of innovation, the youths, the next generation, the critical thinkers, the people that are the most in our country, Uganda. I expect my aim right here, right now, today, as the Director of Digital Innovation, I come up to you to accept the ideas of the people, to accept all their beneficial ideas and make sure that they are appreciated and thought of, organizing the refactor for different students just as well, like secondary students. I also would like to teach these youths how to code programs and software and program software. Ladies and gentlemen, I was once like you in the audience who just found out what UCC means. But as I walked up here, I said to myself, is it possible? But as I'm up here right now, I believe, yes, it is possible. It is me and it is who I am. Today it's me, tomorrow it might be you. Together we stand, and remember, together we stand.
My name is Senyonga Lukman, a young Ugandan passionate public speaker. Beginning my speech in 3, 2, 1. As I stand before you today, I would like to inform you that today marks the golden age of UCC, the Uganda Communications Commission. You see, fact has it that the only thing necessary for triumph of evil, it is for good men to do nothing. But allow me to take this opportunity to appreciate the chair, board UCCE, for granting me this opportunity of being appointed as the newly elected Director of Digital Innovation. You see, most people think that someone becoming a leader is really gaining respect and privilege in society. But I would like to inform you that I'm not standing here just as a leader, but I'm standing here just as a representative, just as a voice for the many voiceless of youth out there that have visions and are passionate and dreaming. And as they have visions, I also have my vision. You see, all of us here have visions in this world, but you may wonder, what is my vision? My vision as the newly elected leader of digital innovation is very simple. Empowering the youth for a safer digital future through the regulation of social media for safety in this country, Uganda. You may wonder why this is my vision. But what if I told you that 300 cases have been reported by the UCC last year just simply because the youth that are facing cyber crimes, cyberbullying? I mean, this isn't just numbers, but these are lost dreams, these are lost lives because of suicide, anxiety that results from cyberbullying. You may ask yourself, how are we going to change this narrative? How are we going to end this suffering in our societies? This is very simple with my vision. We are going to prioritize digital literacy and citizenship in our educational programs. This new curriculum setting that we have is going to be used to integrate the teaching of the youth out there in schools to adjust the privacy settings of their social media, because this is what they love most. This is their thing. They love social media. But with my vision, I assure you that we can even conduct workshops for the youth out there that are not studying, to ensure that through training them using non-governmental organizations, we can end this cybercrime that is torturing them. The parental guidance. This doesn't just only go to the youth, but also their parents. Also their parents should be guided on how their children should be using social media for the sake of goodness in our country. But you may wonder how we're going to achieve this. We are going to achieve this using the UNICEF programs. We are going to change this narrative and create a world that we all dream of.
My name is KG Winifred Alex, a student of Seeta High School A-Level campus. I would like to thank my patron, my parents, my teammates. I begin my speech in 3, 2, 1. It is such a great opportunity to be before you here today, Dr. Charity Basaza, the UCC board, fellow youth, ladies and gentlemen, as the newly appointed Director of Digital Innovation. My name is KG Winifred Alex. Trust me when I say that I am truly glad to be before you here today, I mean it. Firstly, I would like to thank you for this opportunity that you have given me. I would like to thank you for putting your trust in me and handing over the digital programs that are to be practiced by the youth towards me. Trust me, I will not disappoint you. I will ensure that I perform my duties ultimately and ensure that all the youth, when I say all the youth, I mean that even the youth in rural areas have access to digital innovation. I have a vision. I have a vision that in the next 5 years' time, most of the youth in our country, Uganda today, will not only be online, but thrive and lead in the digital world, but wisely and safely. Before I go further with my speech, I would like us to look at information as a bullet. You see, when information is loaded into, when a bullet is loaded into a gun, if it is used for its right purposes, for promoting security, many lives will be saved. And if it is misused, we shall at the end of the day lose many lives. Now, let us look at information. If we safeguard information, if we make sure that information is not leaked out to the world and misused by the public, we shall actually reduce on the rates of suicide and people killing out themselves because they are being cyberbullied or they are being misrepresented in society today. Which brings me to my main priority as being the newly appointed Director of Digital Innovation. I would like to prioritize youth-led programs to combat disinformation because I believe that it is the main thing that is leading to loss of many youth today who are exposed to the digital world. Why do I want to prioritize youth-led innovations? Because I believe that through these programs, we shall be able to teach the youth to use social media responsibly. We shall be able to encourage the youth to secure their account with strong passwords, and at the end of the day, they will protect their private data and it will not be leaked out to the public and be misused. One thing that we as the youth and all members that are present today should notice that we should be keen on the kind of information that we share or download for our own safety. I have a plan of which is to empower all youth I mean all the youth, including those in rural areas, by teaching them on how to solve problems that they face today, technically through using the digital world. Let us work together as the youth and get ready to climb heights with me as your Director of Digital Innovation. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Seeta Timothy, and my shout out goes I would like to send a hi to everyone that has participated in this and everyone that has put in effort. You will make it, and you can make it one day. Don't give up. Okay. I'm starting my speech in 1, 2, and 3. First, they ignore us, then they fight us, then we win. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like us to first clap for the Almighty for bringing us to this place. Secondly, I would like for us to clap for Dr. Charity, because without her guidance and without her implementation, the brilliant ideas she's putting on board, UCC would not be here. So ladies and gentlemen, today there is something I want to say. When I was younger, I had this vision of me. I wanted to be 6 foot. And there was a saying that if you eat a lot of sugar canes, you can be taller. I want to tell you, I ate sugar canes, but there was no change. You see, such disinformation with this digital era, very many people are being told a lot of things that they can do and what they cannot. You see, very many people with the World Wide Web in their hands, they can spread rumors from place to place. Imagine the future of our young generation if they are given the wrong information. That is why I have a vision that I will one day stand in Uganda, that all the youth and everyone that uses digital tools will have the right information. And this is how I'm going to fight it. But I cannot fight it alone. I want you to help me implement this. First, we are going to fund as UCCE the ads that you see on all digital platforms. They are going to be telling these young youth to first be critical thinkers. Secondly, to encourage them to research more, to know the source. Before you accept something, know the source. And we want to encourage these young people through boot camps, like one I held last year when I was the assistant innovations manager. That's why I'm here today. We are going to do such ways, creating workshops, innovation hubs. We are going to make sure that all the young people in Uganda have the right information. I am the newly elected innovations director. I have a proposal in mind called Abitex. Abitex involves parents, teachers, and students all in one platform, giving them the right person to consult. If you want something, before you consult AI, we are going to teach you, or we are going to direct you the right person you are going to have. If you want to be a doctor or a neurosurgeon, Abitex is going to connect you to a certain doctor, a real human figure, not an AI. This is going to stop biases, disinformation, digital literacy. And with this, I my vision will be accomplished. So let's support it. Thank you.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jungu Joel Jakes. I would like to shout out to my dear patron, Mr. Bainom Gisha Julius, my president, Ariwo Evans, my vice president, Mugabe Jonathan, and my co-public speaker, Musinguzi Isaac, and the whole Namilyango fraternity. Thank you all for the power and the inspiration you've given me to reach the finals. My dear flowers, today is a very good day. Today is a day that you're all looking beautiful. God is good, and all the time. My flowers, once again, you need to understand that there's time for everything. Time to lead and time to renew leadership. I would like to thank the former UCC Director of Digital Innovation for the good work he has done for us. Let us clap for him. Since this is an inauguration ceremony, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Jungu Joel Jakes, the man that was chosen from the rest to lead in the best way possible as your UCC Director of Digital Innovation. The UCC Board Chair, that is Dr. Charity Basaza, the UCC members, and my fellow flowers once again. Good afternoon. What you'll get from my speech are two things: my vision and the answer to a question. Whether will I allow to prioritize free Wi-Fi in schools, or train people to fight disinformation, or actually look at regulating social media safety. Now, to start from my vision has come from a very big inspiration. And one of my visions are to host hackathons. Now, most of you are wondering, what are hackathons? What does it actually mean? A hackathon is an event that is meant to teach. MTN Uganda took one ahead of us, and it was a really good one. I believe that as the new UCC Director of Innovation, ours will be better as the Uganda Communications Commission. To move on to my second vision, that is to promote low-cost technology. How many of us here have iPhone 13s? Raise up your hands. No one. Oh, wow, that's a very good number. The thing is like this. You realize that money is needed by all of us. But even though you have money, you might not be able to afford such things. With tax incentives from the government, we can promote low-cost technology. Tax incentives, I mean that things can be brought to Uganda and be bought at a cheaper cost that you'll be able to afford. And in that way, all of us are going to be able to access the smartphones, the laptops, and all that we need to access this digital world that we live in today. To leave that aside, allow me move to the question. Will I prioritize free Wi-Fi in schools, or regulate social media safety, or maybe take on to train disinformation, to train people to fight disinformation? I would choose free Wi-Fi because I believe with free Wi-Fi, self-learning can be done. People can teach themselves social media safety and how to fight disinformation online through things like the Khan Academy that exist. So I believe that that one thing being allowed, you students will be able to learn the rest and be the best in this digital world. In conclusion, I urge all of you to work with me. I urge all of you to bear with me and let us make Uganda the best digital world possible. Thank you for listening.
I begin my speech in 3. A good day to you all. My name is Awar Faith, a student from St. Lawrence Seeta High School, Horizon Campus. I begin my speech in 3, 2, 1. Salutations to you all. It is a great honor to stand amidst all of you. A great honor to stand amidst Dr. Charity Basaga, a role model in my heart. To be in these shoes is an honor. To stand in this position is a dream come true. See, I have a dream to see a better Uganda through the digital economy, a dream to see Uganda evolve through the technological sector, learning how to use projectors, cameras, phones, learning each and every single type because, we are in the AI world. I have so many missions, but I would like to begin with one. I want to advocate for free Wi-Fi in schools. We all know that the Ministry of Education has created the new curriculum in secondary schools. And we all know that the new curriculum needs research in projects, presentations, artworks, all kinds of research. And creating an advocacy for students to acquire free Wi-Fi is necessary. Students will be able to get information better, a wide variety of information, not only in Uganda, but in Nigeria, Kenya, America, Tanzania. Students will not only be able to get this information, but also learn how to use it, will learn how to acquire it. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure some of you are already worried. What if our children use it in the wrong way? What if our children decide to go against and use it for other kinds of things? But we have already thought through it. By creating time limits to schedule on the Wi-Fi purposes, we will be able to control our students. Because we know Wi-Fi is both good and bad. We know that AI is both good and bad. And we all have to know how to use it responsibly. By sensitizing each and every single person to use it in the right way, we can create a better Uganda, an evolved Uganda, a new, brand new Uganda that is rising up in the tech world. If we stand together and fight, if we stand together and transform our nation in a better place, we can change our lives for the better. We can create this Wi-Fi technologies to reach in the far parts of Uganda, from the northern side to the western south, south and central side of Africa. Uganda, each and every single part of our continent. This is my goal, and I'm sure you would all agree with me. To stand for a better Uganda, to stand for a better place and a better home for us all. Let us aspire to work together.